Hello again, it's T. I'm just taking you through the basics of recording and drawing MIDI in Ableton. So what I have set up here is pretty much what I've been playing around with for a drum track. Not gonna lie, not that great at creating drum beats, but this is just the basics of how you do it and what you can do to make everything a little bit better. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take up to this metronome up here, which is this button. Currently I have it on 4/4 time with a tempo of 120. So if I just click here, we'll hear that and play. It also has a 1-bar intro currently. You can, like, the count in. You can get rid of that if you want to by clicking on this drop down menu here. You can also change the time signature here by enter whatever note value you would like. You can also change the tempo by writing it in, dragging up and down to change. I'm going to go back to 120 there. Or you can use tap tempo with this here. And yeah, so that's pretty much all your ways of playing around with your tempo of your track to create a click. I'm just going to turn that off. The next thing I want to show you is down here. It's in the notes menu. So currently I have my MIDI selection, and I'm going for a length of 3 bars currently, which you can find out down here. So this first one here is what bar your loop starts on, and this second button here is how long it goes for. So yeah, I'm running on a 4-bar loop, but I don't know why it's saying 3 down there, actually, because I know I was running it on 4, but it looks like it's running on 3. Not quite sure why that is. Yeah. Alright. So that's how you've got that there. It's 1 bar and it's in 4/4 time as assigned by here and up there. You can change the note division of what you have going on down here. Most of this here is done in 16th notes, but you can easily change that down here. So what I have is 16th notes. You can change that to quarter notes, and when you place a note in, it will, take up that amount of division. To place notes, you can either double click like this, and that will add a note to your session, and double click to remove it. You could also use an external MIDI keyboard. I've been using my computer's keyboard and it doesn't quite work for this because my computer keyboard is set up to a higher level of notes than what the drum rack was set as. So it doesn't quite work for that, so I haven't been able to type anything in, but that's how you would do it. You would use an external MIDI controller to get that sort of capabilities. Hey, so the thing I'm going to show you now is how to duplicate some MIDI notes in your track. I just had to do some reorganization because I accidentally zoomed out before, and it took me a minute to work out how to zoom back in because, as I've said a fair few times before, I am pretty terrible at Ableton. So, to duplicate a note, what I'm going to do is you make a selection. So make a selection of an area. So the way I've worked out that you have to do it, you have to select from just after the first note to just after where you want the other note to be. So generally what you do is you place at least 2 MIDI notes. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to select from the end of this note here. Oh, nope. There we go. Select from there to there. And now what I'm going to do is Command D, and that will duplicate that over with the same note separation, like the same distance in between as what you had before, which is a great way for just blocking some stuff out really quickly. There's also what you would do if you had a MIDI controller that could work, that was compatible with this, is you can use MIDI overdub, which is this button up here. Don't use this record button. I found out that records to your arrangement view on the other side. Nothing to do with recording in here. Confused me a lot. But yeah, this is how you would do it, and then you can tap in your notes after that. But unfortunately, I can't show you that because I don't have an external MIDI controller, and my keyboard doesn't operate that way. The other thing that's great is you can change the velocity of your notes. So even without a controller and you're just placing it in, you can drag these little guys down here, up and down, to change the velocity of how the note was hit. That can also be done in groups by selecting, and then it just automatically operates those as a group. Yeah, I think that's about it for what you need to know. Oh, there's one more thing. This little button here will duplicate your loop. So I have it going on a 4-bar loop currently. If I go duplicate loop, which is in this button in the notes section, it will just double that, which is really great and convenient if you just want to create an extended loop. Awesome. Thanks for listening. I think that's about it for talking about MIDI arrangement today. Thanks.